Welcome back, everyone. Conversation continues on the program, and this time around, we're coming back to Oyo State. Oyo State was some time ago known for notoriety because of insecurity. Gone are the days in Oyo State, and times there were when you cannot drive safely through Oyo State. And so last week, there was a repeat of one of those days that the people, residents of the state, will never want to wish for again. Now, is Oyo State descending into what it was before? Is Oyo State becoming insecure? Now, there are influx of foreigners into the state. Some persons are saying attention should be paid to this particular development. We want to look at how to secure your state or your state security on the second segment of the program, and we have a security analyst with us. Is Dr. Wale Ayedu. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you on this platform.
Thank you.
Let me start off this way. Was it a wise decision by the government of Oyo State to prescribe NURTW?
The best decision so far. The best.
Why did you say that?
If you go back the memory lane and know what actually happened before these people were registered as a union, you know it's for political reason, not for any benefit. Because the existing law that guides unionism, is that how to run unionism? All the money collected, no one accounted for it.
But there's allegation that successive government that have been in power, save for one, have had this romance with these unions.
Let me explain what brought NUTRW. It was MPN people. I don't want to mention their name.
79.
Some are still alive. Some are no more alive. They registered them in the night because of political reason. They want to capture, especially the western side of Nigeria. Then that's why there's nothing like NUTRW before. There's nothing like that. When all those
when you talk about in terms of insecurity aspect of this group, and you have said it's more political than for the reason of ensuring revenue, how does the government actually prepare for revenue to be garnered? Because somehow there's a ticketing association, for instance, they give out tickets, they get revenue some sort. Are we saying that the state government is closing its eyes to some of the revenue that will be coming from the NURTW and prescribing it because of incidences of insecurity? We saw what Ajimobi did, of course, with the likes of Auxiliary that was actually imprisoned, and of course he had to face a long term under incarceration before he was finally got his freedom in one way or the other. But when Makinde came into office, he felt the first thing he needed to do was to tame these individuals and prescribe them. Was that, if you look at the revenue that should be coming from that section, should it be enough?
Thank you. Even before NUTRW came into the forefront, there are regular ticketing twice in a day. Then normal tickets.
Who was handling it?
The council and the union then, which is the normal thing. You go to the guy when you apply your vehicle, they give you one in the morning and they give you one in the afternoon. It was all the revenue are being accounted for. Government has its own percentage. The union has their own.
Are you saying under NURTW?
No,
the revenue is not being accounted for?
Before, it's not.
Okay. Oh,
any record?
The millions of naira goes into private pockets.
Do you see them giving them ticket? They just put chalk to mark something on the body of the vehicle. So if they collected 1 million, they can say they collected 50 naira.
So how come the government allowed these to fester for a long time?
Because they are the instrument they are using.
Okay, if you are saying it's an instrument, Abiola Ajimobi's administration was never known to have romanced the NURTW.
No,
but of course, they were not proscribed on that.
It's a lie.
You say it's a lie?
He has his own fashion.
You say it's a lie?
Yes. Ajimobi has his own fashion.
Those are huge allegations.
I mean, this one that died recently, I forgot his name. This fella something. That is his own group. That he caged Auxiliary so that
isn't this an allegation?
No.
Because if there's anything, Abiola Ajimobi's administration,
that is the fact. That is the fact. That is the fact. There is no function you see Ajimobi, you will not see fella.
So the incumbent government, are you saying he also has his own loyalty?
He's a decent person. He's a decent person. He doesn't want to deal with miscreant.
But can he sustain this for 4 years?
He can.
Proscribing NURTW. You heard of what happened at Iwo Road interchange
yes.
just last Friday.
Well, nobody will take care of them or cover them.
Okay, let's still come down to the issue of
because they are prescribed already.
Okay, let's still come down to the issue of insecurity in Oyo State. Yeah. There wasn't prescription being done during Ajimobi time, but somehow there was relative peace. And some people attested to the fact that when you go through, let's say, Mokola access and even Iwo Road at a point in time before he came into, was able to tame it without prescribing this particular organization. Are we saying as a matter of fact, as a state, that the problem, the insecurity of the state, is coming solely from the NURTW and not anywhere else?
That is why I have problem with this kind of thing, because there is no, holistic approach to this issue of security.
There is no holistic
at all. People just, when you want to do security, it's not about making noise. You plan ahead. Prescribing what of other area? What of the Fulani harassment? What of this foreigner coming in? Any proactive action?
Has the government not been having meetings? Don't forget about. Have you forgotten in East the law that was passed by the Oyo State House of Assembly, for instance, some weeks back? Yeah. Though the Fulani community in Oyo State kicked against it, saying it was targeted at them. Isn't that one of the ways by which security can
be implemented?
It's been signed into law.
It's signed into law. Go to Sasha. You see trailer load of foreigner coming in every day.
Can the state government stop that? Don't forget that in Lagos State, some persons were said to have come from Jigawa State into Lagos State, and they were arrested for some days. After 48 or 24 hours, they were released because it was said that the state government does not have the kind of power that it wanted to arrogate to itself.
Released and sent back.
So any state government has the power to send people
when you
back to their state.
Security
okay,
threat.
You were talking about holistic
security threat.
Okay, you were talking about holistic approach because we are talking about Oyo here. Yeah. What are the instances you're trying to create here?
Yes, the instances is that the government itself should have a think tank of those with good IQ
security.
Who think security, not political something.
Well, it has a commissioner somehow that appears to be strong on political affairs, on security affairs here.
I say it is not a question of being a political person. Someone, that man appointed as a chief security officer should be there, but he should have his own back office where those who will be planning, thinking, analyzing.
Most times when analysts like you call for a committee or a special ad hoc committee or a think tank and all that, Nigerians would, initially embrace the thinking that will solve the problem. Take, for instance, a lot of Nigerians advise President Muhammadu Buhari to, convey an advice to Economic Council, which he did. But after months, what was it Nigerians got to see? $30 billion to be borrowed. And Nigerians are wondering, is this what the committee advised the president to do? So will setting up a committee, ad hoc or a conventional committee, solve the problem?
Thank you. It can solve the problem if the person, that the convener, has the mind that I want to implement this thing.
So you are saying, as a matter of fact, that Makinde has not approached this holistically. Well, let's look at
I'm not saying that, because I didn't know what he's doing behind the scenes.
Let's also look at the Dawn Commission. He's been at the forefront of this, and of course he's met with other Southwest governors on the issue of securing the Southwest.
They are on the same platform.
But really, what do you think about some of their meetings on the Dawn Commission itself?
Meeting is good. It's good. Then when you want to bring in, you bring people who have local knowledge, not foreigner, come and give you theory here. No. Those who know the terrain.
What's your impression of the state of security in Oyo State presently?
Well, it's not too bad because government are making some move. Like this crime alert, this new
that's a private initiative. Nigeria, some persons, residents of the state, are saying the state is descending back to its former status. Now, this is what they're saying, that the governor has proscribed the NURTW. It's a fantastic move. But of course, that these ones that have been proscribed allegedly don't allow people to sleep at night.
Look, if before the governor proscribed them, he must have a plan. That's why I'm talking about holistic approach. You see, if I want to prescribe such a group, I'll find alternative means to guard them so that they won't come back.
Has the governor done that?
Well, I don't know his workings because I'm not part
but
of
what
his
can
cabinet.
you see? What can
but
you
what
see?
I can see is that definitely, like those people arrested, that those people that said they caused trouble, they said they are proscribed, so they are a criminal, nothing else.
But let's still come down to some of the things that you talked about on the Dunn Commission, saying that he must get local authorities, people who are peculiar with the environment.
Yes.
Who are these people?
Well,
Who are these people you are suggesting? People like yourself?
well, if I'm called upon, it's a service to my state, it's a service to my country. Even without money, I can do it. I can work. That's me.
But who are
you
these
can't be the
local
same.
people? You said foreigners.
You know, even a police officer, if you are posted to this area now, the first thing is you must have your local knowledge. That is the first thing. Ask the police officers, they will tell you. You must have the local knowledge. If you don't have the local knowledge, you don't know the terrain you are in. You should know the flash spots everywhere. So when you want to involve, you have some of these leaders, opinion leaders, that are respected. Not for political reason, but because they are upright. They will give you fact. Then you employ some under.
How can that
undercover.
work? You understand that we still operate a federal system of policing in the country itself. Then when you begin to talk about local authorities, peculiarities, how do we achieve that?
Thank you very much. I can't be a governor. I see all these policemen collecting 50 naira on the road. I will tell the commissioner, is either you stop your boys or you just keep them off my road. That's number one. There is no way this kind of impunity is going on that security can be guaranteed. Because the people know that they will buy their way. That's one of the approach. Number two.
Sorry, before you go on, are you saying that for a well-secured environment, the issue of money must be taken away from it? There must not be exchange of money.
Like bribery, like this tipping on the road is bad. It's a disgrace.
So when you see it, is it a pointer to the fact that there is insecurity?
Of course. Because a criminal will buy his way.
Now let me let me
escape.
ask you this. Oyo State shares boundary with some, foreign countries.
Yes.
President Muhammadu Buhari in Egypt did say that foreigners will be issued visas at entry point into the country. A lot of people are kicking against it. Is there any cause for your state to be worried about this?
Of course, serious worry.
Why?
Reason being that in the northern part, there's nothing existing that shows that they are monitoring anybody.
Why would you say this? Ahmed Dali, the custom general boss, was in Katsina State. Like Mohammed, the Minister of Information, was in Katsina State. And they made arrest.
Which arrest? The one they saw on the
Don't forget a man that was shot, who was a saboteur in Jigawa State.
My brother, I went to Ghana recently. I know how those people police their borders. Togo, you can't just drive in. You come down from your vehicle. Only the driver will take the vehicle. Then you pass through. They check you in. So they have monitored the major road, even the bushy area where smuggling is being carried out. It's our people that are there, not that they didn't see them. So it's the body language of the leaders that will show the direction where the followers
talking
go.
about the body language, you were talking about some of the instances that you would have done if you were in the position of the governor.
Yes. Number one is to stop all this collection. Let them face their duty. If I'm to secure somewhere, nobody should know I was a security man. It should be a discreet something. But when you post them here now, you see them harassing people. Hey, what is your bag? What are you doing? No.
Can you police without uniform?
Some may be in uniform, but they comport themselves. Those who will be understudying will not be in uniform.
Now you're talking about this. Let's talk
That's
about funding. The truth of the matter is, investigation has revealed that even the top echelon of the Nigerian police force knows about these collections that is going on
Is it legal?
on the streets because of funding.
Are they not funding them?
Do you think they are funding? You're a
Of
security
course,
expert.
yes,
You deal
I'm
with them.
saying that there is a budget provision for them every year.
Is it enough?
Every year. And don't forget, even this security vote for the governors have been given to them on monthly basis. I can say that.
That is what it ought to be. Is that what it is? Take for instance, Governor Seyi Makinde, few weeks back, distributed vehicles. A fine and laudable idea, but who fuels all this?
Who fuels it?
Who fuels the cars?
Fuels the car?
Yeah, more than 100 of them.
There is a budget for it. I still repeat it.
So what is the second approach?
This budget.
You were talking about some of these approaches. I'm quite interested. What is the second approach here? You talked about stopping illegal collection of monies, taxing people. Then what are
we have people, especially the retirees, that are in one community or the other, that are there doing nothing but collecting stipend every month. Go to the advanced world. They have hotline where they can call the security. Something is happening here. In the next 5 minutes, you see people there. Why can't you make use of them?
That's the retirees now to also assist.
Then there are experienced people in security circle.
One thing leads to another. When you talk of the retirees in Nigeria, when you compare a retiree in the United States of America with a retiree in Nigeria, when you look at the workload during service years, our people look spent here by the time they retire.
My brother, at this point in time, this our governor is taking care of the retiree. No job we will give to them, they will not do perfectly well.
In spite of their age.
I'm telling you.
So what are other approaches?
Willingly they will do it.
What are other approaches beyond the retirees here?
Then another approach is to have those people who work as a security personnel.
Who are these people?
Government can use anybody, can use you as a journalist. You just be moving around, but you have some other motive. I've said it before. During Babangida era, you see some people pushing truck, pushing this wheelbarrow, selling drug, putting something behind their buttock, and long beard like this, blowing whistle.
Like secret police here.
They are secret policemen. Some of them are colonel, brigadier. Some of them are major in the military. They are military intelligence, gathering intelligence.
So you are saying, as a matter of fact, that there is a waste in the system. The government is not making use of the available people.
Of course, yes.
Nigerian economy at this time, will you compare it with what it is today? Can Nigeria or states, finance this kind of this that you're talking about? Looks so expensive.
It's not expensive. Number one, there's no state in Nigeria that you don't have DSS, DMI, then this other security outfit.
And
everything. There's no state in Nigeria. Then there's no local government that don't have DSS personnel. No local government in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
I'm telling you, they have offices there, they have personnel there. What is their duty? Then there's no local government who won't have police, or community that won't have police. What is their duty? They are collecting salaries.
So you suggest we have a structure in place already?
Have perfect structure.
Maybe
government will just complement their effort by our own body language.
The ones we have already, what are they doing? If we have the
because the body language doesn't suggest that they are serious.
Body language. President Muhammadu Buhari is a retired military officer.
Retired military officer. And you see people coming in, killing people in Kaduna, in Katsina Road. It's people that wanted to do security. That's why people hate Babangida. Therefore, that intelligence gathering more.
We are still talking about Oyo.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that if the governor is prepared to face this issue of security, he has people who back him.
So is this all the approaches that you feel will work for your state, for instance?
There are other approaches that I may not be able to tell you.
But if you talk about the governor actually tapping into the world of experience of ex-officials who have been part of the security apparatus, for instance, how do you think the government will be able to manage this as a sustainable level? Let's look at the fact that government changes hands. And of course, we talked about Jimobi, from Jimobi now to Makinde, and we are seeing a different approach to insecurity, how to tackle insecurity in the state. What is the sustainability?
Thank you. The problem we have in Nigeria, which is general problem, is that there's no continuity. There's no continuity. When a project is being carried on, which is government money, is our money, collective money that belongs to every one of us, the new government will abandon it and start a new one. Why can't you make a law that no abandon project again. So like this issue of security, if you have an outfit, a perfect outfit, you can only build on it, not destroy it.
You know, the integrity of the messenger is very important. You know, talking about the message. What role do you think that the traditional rulers need to play, or they don't have any role? Don't forget the vigilante group. They want to be inculcated the OPC. You know, Gani Adams has been talking, you know, berating Southwest governors and all that.
Thank you.
Don't all these ones need to be brought in?
You see, you talk about traditional rulers. Traditional role they play is different from what they, in the olden days, is different from what they play now. Traditional rulers that carry thugs around selling lands, you cannot expect such a person to provide security, because he's one of the breaker. So we have many of them. I won't mention their name. Many of them selling land, attacking people with thugs. You see, it is the if I know what to do about it. There are so many things we can say, but which cannot be said in the open. I am telling you, a perfect situation will come in Oyo State.
OPC and vigilantes, you're here to address that.
OPC and vigilante, they are good because they have the traditional way of doing things. But you have to still provide them to remove the miscreant out of them.
Okay, you've talked about all of these beautiful approaches. Let's also look at availability of equipment here. We know that as a matter of fact that Sheyi Makinde came up with vehicles and some other information gadgets to actually ease insecurity, to stop insecurity in the state, as the case may be. Do we have enough equipment for those who are supposed to police and ensure safety of lives and properties, as the case may be? Do we have enough?
Those money that we wasted on abandoned projects, can't we be honest? Can't we be honest to do something needful for the people?
Which abandoned project are
we have so many of them. We have so many white elephant projects.
For instance.
Well, I don't want to castigate any government, but we have many of them. Then there is one thing we don't do in this Nigeria, especially Nigeria general. We don't do value for money audit. You buy a cup. This cup is 100 naira. Is it actually 100 naira?
Mr. Wale,
is the cup worth 100 naira?
We must say a big thank you to you. We have to join our Lagos studios now for the newspaper review segment. Thank you so much for your time. We hope to bring you back one of these days to, you know, give us an insight into it. Thank you so much, everyone. From us here in Ibadan studio, I am Anu Luakpo. Bye for now.
And I'm Bonlapo, famous school, wishing you the blessed day. Bye for now.